In the heat of battle, there are only two things you can count on: your gut and your doll equipment. When the Mercs of Tantalus held off an entire Atlas armada, they chose doll. When the last single-handedly defeated the swarms of the devoted, a doll assault rifle smoked in her hands. Through thousands of conflicts across just as many planets, the career soldier knows there's only one weapon they can truly count on: doll. Because 68 billion enemy corpses can't be wrong. If killing is your business, you buy doll. Period. Our recoil-free weapons give you the reliability you need while on the job. When the deaths of others puts food on your table, you don't need fancy features. You need stability. You need a weapon you can trust. You need doll. Stanton Doll always said there were three types of people in this universe: people who need to be killed, the people doing the killing, and the people who pay them. He founded the Doll Corporation for the second group. When you fight not for country, not for honor, but to put food on your table, there's only one weapons manufacturer with your interests in mind: the Doll Corporation.
Handsome Jack here. When I opened the vault and destroyed the destroyer inside, ironic I know, I had a Hyperion weapon in my hand. When I cleaned up the frontier and burned that bandit settlement of New Haven to the ground, it was a Hyperion pistol I held in my fist. And every goddamn day as I watch over this planet, as its protector, as its champion, and as its hero, it's Hyperion firearms I put my trust in. Hell, that's why I bought the goddamn company in the first place. This is Handsome Jack, and I'm signing off on Hyperion. What do you guys think? Accent too much? Rest assured, Hyperion makes the most accurate, high-quality weapons in 6 galaxies. If you want to grow up to be big and strong like your pal Handsome Jack here, you'd better start practicing your marksmanship now. Seriously, do it now.
We at the Jacobs Corporation have held to certain values through the years. Simple things, like family, honor, always aiming for the head. The Jacobs man ignores the mocking words of the ignorant. Your gun's too slow, they say. Your accuracy ain't nothing to write home about. And the Jacobs man nods, walks away, decapitates him with a single shot. Jacobs, a family company. Montgomery Jacobs here. When I was a young boy, my grandfather gave me a piece of advice I'll never forget. "Grandson," he said, "there's only one thing in this world more satisfying than the love of a fine woman or the taste of a hand-rolled cigar, and that's splitting a man's head in two with a single bullet." Down through the generations, the Jacobs Company has held true to those words. My family believes all the accuracy in the world don't mean a great deal if you don't got the power to back it up. Hence our family creed: if it took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs. This is Montgomery Jacobs here to tell you that before my grandfather was unjustly vilified for his views on Truxican immigration, he considered himself the luckiest man in the 6 systems. For he wasn't just a weapons manufacturer. He was the head of a family. Every courageous lawman who ever put a bandit in the dirt with the help of a Jacobs rifle, every humble homesteader who reaches for their Jacobs revolver when they hear rustling in the night, they're all part of the Jacobs family. Won't you join us too?
Maliwan is pleased to offer technologically advanced weapons for the more discerning warrior. Every Maliwan gun places the power of the elements in your hands, the elegance of their form, matched only by the deadliness of their tech. The voice of the Maliwan Corporation speaks. The hordes stand assembled, frothing at the mouth, thirsty for blood. They know not of the terror they shall feel, the beautiful destruction that will befall them. For in the hands of their ostensible victim, polished to a sheen, and wielding the power of every element under the sun, lies a Maliwan rifle, the Deus Ex Arma, the god in the weapon. Maliwan. Combat is an art. Maliwan weapons are the paint. Our elemental tech transforms the battlefield from a cacophony of idiocy into a masterpiece of destruction. The unwashed hordes will burn and fry and melt into a portrait of exquisite death. Molly One, beauty through destruction.
Mrs. Tedior here. I'm not going to tell you that spending exorbitant amounts of money on weapons with silly features like elemental tech or increased damage will break the bank, leaving you so poor you're incapable of buying food, shelter, or medicine when you need it most, to the point where your desire for excessive personal protection ironically results in your own death. I'd never say that. I'm simply here to suggest that Tedior's weapons are so cheap that you could easily buy an entire arsenal and still have enough money left over to, say, buy a car. Buy a house, not starve to death. Tedior, because breaking your enemies shouldn't break the bank. Hi! The Tedior Corporation would like to tell you that for the cost of one Hyperion pistol, you could own 3 Tedior submachine guns. That's nearly 3 times as many. Who needs fancy elemental tech or high damage when you can reload faster than you can blink? Order now, and you'll receive the Tedior Family Pack. 3 shotguns, 4 assault rifles, and a teeny tiny rocket launcher for the kids. Makes a great gift.
Torg Munitions has a pop quiz for you, Skaglacker. You're surrounded by a dozen steely-eyed bandits. Do you A, blow them to smithereens with your Torg assault rifle? B, run and take cover? Or C, calmly get them to put their weapons down? And you know the answer is A, by goddamn Torg gun! In these trying times, the Vladov Corporation is certain of one thing and one thing only.
They are coming.
Coming to take your food, your home, your loved ones. Perhaps not today, perhaps not tomorrow, but soon. And as they sharpen their swords and smile through their teeth at their subjects, Vladov has only one question to ask. Will you be ready to fight back? This is Comrade Vladov, the voice of the revolution. Now is the time to strike. Use our high fire rate weapons to topple the oppressors and take back your rightful freedoms. Listen well, brothers and sisters. If your finger ever leaves the trigger, their boots shall never leave your neck. The Vladov Corporation reminds you that there are only 2 types of people in the universe. The oppressors and the oppressed. The oppressors cannot be swayed with words, cannot be bargained with. There is only one way to stop your corporate dictators. Bloody, bloody revolution! You must drown your oppressors in a storm of bullets. You will bury them under an avalanche of lead. And as you topple their towers of money and lies, they shall look down into the mobs of the disenfranchised and see one brand of weapon in every hand. Vladov,